What's up, gang? It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. I'm coming to you, as you can tell, not from my normal studio, quote unquote, because I don't have a studio. This is my Airbnb in Los Angeles. As you can see behind me, I have a orange tree and a lemon tree. That's pretty cool. What's up, Brian? Looking forward to hanging out with you tomorrow. So I want to talk to you about, I just got out of the first morning session with Rob Bell in the Say Something to Say workshop. And I just, by the way, there's so much to share, but I won't get it all done in here. But here's what I do want to share with you. So many people bump into resistance in marketing, and because they feel like they have to have all the answers or the right answers, or they feel like they have to be blessed and ordained by somebody to then speak on behalf of all those and whatever, right? Like there is no blessing, no knighthood, no ordaining of you to share what life is teaching you. So the way it came to me today was like, I'm reporting to you from the front lines of my life, and that's what marketing is. When you turn on the camera and you share with other people, what makes it valuable to me watching, what makes it valuable to us wanting to connect with you is simply that you share what you're seeing and what you're learning on the front lines of your life. That should be, by the way, so freeing, because it takes all the pressure off of you to have the right thing to say, and it totally opens up your mind and your heart to look for the lessons life is giving you. Because then all there is to do is report from the front lines of your life. Hey guys, it's me. I'm living another day of my life, and this is what I learned today. And when you share that back, when you reflect that back, we get to find our own answers. That's the thing. I think part of the history of marketing was I as the marketer know, and you as the viewer and consumer don't know, and so I'm going to tell you what to know, right? But the difference here is that we're not trying to assert our answers on anybody. We're simply reflecting back from the front lines of our life what we're learning so that other people can find their own answers. Do you see that? Like, that's the difference, is that by the way, I love that, because it's the opposite of arrogant. I have no idea what your answers are or will be or need to be in this season of your life. What I can do is simply share with you what I'm learning and seeing so that you can see yourself in it somehow, some way. That is all there is to do in marketing. So, for example, like, look, let's take this beyond the concept here. I have a cold. I came down with a cold like the day before I got down here, which is such a bummer. I thought I was beating it, totally hydrating. I was going all in on like vitamin C. I was really getting it done, and so I thought I was good. But then I got on the plane and I came down here, and then it was a nightmare. Like last night, I had aches and sweats and all the stuff, right? And I was like, please God, I want to be able to function tomorrow. And I was not functioning last night. And I was, so there was this moment of like panic, or this moment of like, this isn't going to get better, was the thought. I'm not going to be better in time. And I remember it just kind of hurt to move even, right? I was sleeping, and I would get up every hour. But here's what shifted for me last night. I'm so glad I did this. I just started checking in, like I just sensed something new to do. So I was like, put on your t-shirt and your sweater and sleep in that, right, to get really hot. So I did that. And then I got this sense like, you should drink that bottle of water on the nightstand. So then I did that. And there were like 4 or 5 different little prompts of like something to do. Where in the past I would not have done that, right? In the past, what I would have done is just grin and bear it and just kind of suffer through it, because it was too much work or it hurt too much to get up and do those other things. But last night I decided to surrender to the prompting and simply get up and do those things. Now the cool part is, by about 4:30 in the morning, I started to turn a corner. By 7 in the morning, when I got up, I was all better. This is the lesson from the front lines of my life. You ready? From last night. There are moments in your day, every day, where there's a prompting. And if you're quiet enough to see it as the prompting and not just a random thought that slides by your consciousness, right? You're like, oh yeah, I should put my sweater on. No, I'm not going to do that. But you actually take it as like the universe partnering with you to help you get what it is you're asking for, right? Then you can actually like me today, like I feel better. Even though I don't quite sound 100%, I feel much better than I did last night. So there's two lessons today. One is universal and one is specific, okay? The universal lesson is that your life is always teaching you something, and your job is simply in marketing to reflect it back to us. You don't have to have the answers. You don't have to be ordained by the marketing gods to tell us what you're thinking and what you're learning. You just get to share what life is teaching you, and we will find our own answers in what it is you share. Now, the specific here is every day there is a prompting, and if you can hear it, my invitation is to begin to surrender, like play with it, hear it. Like it might be the simplest thing, like put on those socks, not those socks. Drink this, not that. Do that, not this. And just start to listen for and take the next step in what promptings you get, and just see what happens. I'm so glad I did last night, because this morning I feel much better. Whereas if I hadn't done the things I had done last night during my fits of cold and achiness, I'm not sure that I would have been in as good a shape this morning to participate in the workshop that I'm in. So there you have it, gang. I encourage you. Here's a second invitation. Go start sharing from your life, from the front lines of your life, what life is teaching you. Okay, and you can do it today. Just do it. Just fumble through it. Just, it doesn't have to be succinct or beautiful or eloquent. Just life is teaching you right now. What is the lesson life is teaching you? And then just turn the camera on and fumble through it, and let us hear your heart. It's not about eloquence. It's not about looking good. It's about sharing what you see. That's right. Brian said share. It's that simple. What did you see? Yeah, that's right. Right? What did you see? So, all right, gang. Thanks for hanging out with me here in this episode. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Until then, here's to you, reporting for the front lines of your life.